Good afternoon. Welcome to this afternoon's business meeting. We'd like to ask everyone to please bow for a moment of silent meditation. Amen. Thank you. Mr. Midges.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Our next Commission business meeting will be a special business meeting called tomorrow, March 7th at 11:30 a.m.
That works. Thank you.
We have a supplemental item on our agenda, docket number 2019-80E. It's a report from the Office of Regulatory Staff related to disconnected service.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On February the 27th, this commission requested that ORS provide a report concerning whether or not SCE&G disconnected service at 227 Lakeside Avenue in violation of commission rules and regulations. After investigation, the Office of Regulatory Staff provided its report on March 4th, providing its assessment that because service was, and I quote, because service was disconnected prior to receipt of the complaint, it does not appear that South Carolina Code annotated Regulation 103-345 was violated, end quote. Further, ORS reports that its investigation indicated that SCE&G disconnected service from 227 Lakeside Avenue on February 20th, 2019. Subsequent to the death of the account holder and a February 19th, 2019 request from a family member of the deceased, the decedent, that service be disconnected. According to the Office of Regulatory Staff's records, Ms. Jackson contacted ORS and filed a complaint on February 21st, 2019. Although Ms. Jackson is not the account holder and she is the complainant, that complaint was received after service was disconnected. Office of Regulatory Staff also reports that Ms. Jackson was informed that she could apply to establish service in her own account. Additionally, South Carolina Electric and Gas informed ORS that it would require proof of ownership and not a lease agreement before it would return service. The Office of Regulatory Staff recommends that SCE&G be given the opportunity to respond regarding its actions. Mr. Chairman, I agree that more information from the utility is necessary to fully understand its position, especially in regard to its apparent requirement that a lease agreement is not sufficient for establishing service in the complainant's name. As such, I move that SCE&G provide such a report by March 13, 2019. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
On our utilities agenda, item number 1, docket number 2007-337C and docket number 2013-186C, we have a request to cancel certificate.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that we grant the request of Sage Telecom Incorporated to cancel its certificate of public convenience and necessity to be effected as of the date of its filed request. I would note that Sage asserts that there are no customers whose service would be impacted by this cancellation, and further that it is not currently marketing inter-exchange or local exchange services in South Carolina. That's my motion.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2, docket number 1995-1192E. It's a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
I move we grant the petition to intervene filed on behalf of the South Carolina Solar Business Alliance. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 3, docket number 2018-319E. It's an action on confidential filing.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, Ezra D. Hussman, Ph.D., has filed public and confidential versions of his direct testimony on behalf of the Sierra Club. The confidential version of his pre-filed testimony contains information produced to the Sierra Club by Duke Energy Carolinas in response to discovery under a confidentiality agreement. Accordingly, I move that we afford confidential treatment to the confidential version of his testimony. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 4, docket number 2019-27E. It's a request for approval of a forbearance agreement with Santee Cooper.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On January 11th, 2019, SCE&G requested that the Commission approve a forbearance agreement with the South Carolina Public Service Authority, also known as Santee Cooper. This agreement, which results from SCE&G's and Santee Cooper's decision to stop construction on VC Summer Units 2 and 3, irrevocably waives SCE&G's rights to certain nuclear construction assets. SCE&G states that the requested relief will not involve a change to any of SCE&G's retail rates or prices or require any change in any Commission rule, regulation, or policy. On January 30th, 2019, the Commission requested that the Office of Regulatory Staff assess the impact of the forbearance agreement. The Office of Regulatory Staff responded on February 12th, 2019, stating approval of the agreement could result in favorable tax treatment of the abandoned project assets if granted by the Internal Revenue Service, which in turn would benefit SCE&G ratepayers. Given the potential for beneficial tax results that flow to ratepayers, the Office of Regulatory Staff has no objection to approval of the agreement, subject to protection for ratepayers should the IRS not accept the tax treatment proposed by the company. The Office of Regulatory Staff is specifically concerned about the tax treatment of a $600 million net operating loss carry forward. SCE&G replied to the Office of Regulatory Staff on February 22, 2019, asserting that it did not enter into the forbearance agreement for tax treatment purpose because Santee Cooper wanted written assurance that SCE&G would not later claim interest in the abandoned assets. Additionally, SCE&G maintains that the IRS has already issued a private letter ruling stating that the company sustained an abandonment under the IRS Code Section 165. As such, I move that SCE&G file that letter with the Commission. I further move, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, the SCE&G has committed to the Commission that to the extent that the tax deduction is disallowed, customers will still receive all the benefits approved by the Commission in Order Number 2018-804. The company states that these benefits are already reflected in SCE&G's retail electric rates today and will remain there regardless of how the IRS responds to SCE&G's claimed deduction. And I move that we find that regardless of the resolution of the claimed deduction, customer benefits will be unchanged from those provided in Order Number 2018-804. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to thank the Office of Regulatory Staff for its thorough response to our request. Given the reasons for the forbearance agreement and SCE&G's assurance and this Commission's acceptance of its commitment that ratepayers will not be affected by an adverse ruling related to the agreement's assets, I also move that we approve the agreement. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 5, docket number 2019-72S. We have a request for approval of the sale of Gerrans Creek Utility to Berkeley County.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move that we instruct Gerrans Creek Utility to send a revised notice to the customers similar to the notice included in Exhibit B to the application, informing customers that any opposition to the sale to the Berkeley County Water and Sanitation must be received by April the 8th, 2019. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 6, staff presents for commission consideration the election of vice chairman.
Thank you. So we do need to elect a vice chairman. And so I will entertain nominations.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I'm pleased to place the name of Commissioner Justin Williams in the nomination for Vice Chairman of the Commission. Mr. Chairman, it's been a privilege to get to know him since he joined our commission. A young man who puts his faith first. He comes from a great family. His wife is a great family. And, Mr. Chairman, when he first came on board, he was serving our country overseas. And obviously, Mr. Chairman, there are others who have taken notice of his leadership and abilities before. He served as student body president at the University of South Carolina, and we all heard the accolades that his former law partners and other attorneys have mentioned about him coming on the commission, prior to coming on the commission. And it just is rare that you find a talented individual like this that will give this commission young, viable leadership. And, Mr. Chairman, I am pleased to place the name of Commissioner Justin Williams for Vice Chairman of the South Carolina Public Service Commission.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
I'd like to second the motion that's been made by Commissioner Whitfield. I found Commissioner Williams to be a very conscientious and hard worker. He has certainly been fair and impartial to all the participants, litigants, and attorneys that have appeared before the commission. He has high ethical standards, and I certainly have been impressed with his work ethic. He's expressed a desire to serve, and I would very much offer my support that he be nominated as vice chair, and I would move the nominations be closed.
Okay, we have a motion to close the nominations and elect Commissioner Williams by acclamation. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Commissioner Williams, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, turning to our transportation agenda. Items number 1 through 8 are new applications that can be taken together. Item number 1, docket number 2019-81T. It's the Big Red Bus, LLC. Item number 2, docket number 2019-82T, Nielsen Logistics, LLC. Item number 3, docket number 2019-84T, Transportation on Demand, Incorporated. Item number 4, docket number 2019-83T, Buddy Taxi, LLC. Item number 5, docket number 2019-85T, Senior Rides, LLC. Item number 6, docket number 2019-87T, it's J&L Enterprise Limo, LLC. Item number 7, docket number 2019-88T, Travis Rapp and Emery Brown, DBA A-Plus Luxury Limousine. And item number 8, docket number 2018-394T, it's Wells Venture, LLC, DBA College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Mr. Chairman.
Vice Chairman Williams.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant applications identified by Mr. Minjean's items 1 through 8. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 9, docket number 2018-345T, it's a request for extension of time.
Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that we grant the request of Lakeisha Johnson doing business as K&W Non-Emergency Transportation for an extension of time until June 25th, 2019 to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. The questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 10, docket number 2018-279T. It's also a request for an extension of time.
Chairman, you woke me up. I move.
Sorry about that.
I move to grant the request of Sharon D. Fuller, DBA Expedite Transportation for an extension of time until April 19th, 2019 to comply with Commission rules and regulations.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes our agenda for the day.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and we are adjourned.
Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into the Public Service Commission's March 6th business meeting live stream. As the Public Information Director for the Commission, my intent is to inform viewers regarding details of this afternoon's Commission business meeting, but I encourage anyone interested in the Commission's operations to please visit our docket management system, spotlighted on our website at www.psc.sc.gov, which compiles complete agendas and offers a comprehensive calendar of Commission business. Complete minutes and transcripts of today's proceedings will also be available for download through the website and through the docket management system in the near future. Today's meeting commenced at 2:02 p.m. with 6 commissioners in attendance. Josh Minches mentioned that the next business meeting would be tomorrow, March 7th at 11:30 a.m. This special business meeting will also be live streamed. Commissioner Williams spoke regarding the supplemental agenda item related to a consumer complaint regarding service and the report from the Office of Regulatory Staff. ORS recommends that SCE&G be afforded the opportunity to respond, and Commissioner Williams requested more information and moved that SCE&G provide a complete report by March 13, 2019. The motion then carried. The Commission's utility agenda covered 5 dockets, beginning with a request from Sage Telecom Communications, LLC, to cancel its certificates as of December 31st, 2018. Its certificate, Sage Telecom Communications, LLC, asserts that no customers would be impacted by the cancellation of their certificate, and the motion was made by Commissioner Belzer, and the motion then carried. The Commission then discussed docket 1995-1192E relating to a petition to intervene filed on behalf of South Carolina Solar Business Alliance, Incorporated. Commissioner Irvin made the motion, and the motion carried. Item 3 related to 2018-319E. Commissioner Whitfield provided context about confidential testimony and made a motion to afford confidential treatment to the testimony. The motion carried. Item 4 related to docket 2019-27E. Commissioner Williams spoke regarding SCE&G's request for approval of a forbearance agreement. SCE&G has replied to ORS's concerns, asserting it did not enter into a forbearance agreement from the IRS to obtain favorable tax treatment. Commissioner Williams moved that SCE&G deliver the letter and reaffirmed that all benefits from the Commission's order stay unchanged. All consumer benefits are defined and agreed to, and ratepayers will not be affected by any determination from the Internal Revenue Service. Motion carries. The 5th agenda item, Commissioner Howard moved that consumers must be informed by April 8th, 2019 of any changes. Motion carries. The Commission then moved on to the election of a vice chairman. Commissioner Whitfield nominated Commissioner Justin Williams, praising his dedication and diligence and his service record. Commissioner Urban seconds the motion, mentioning the conscientiousness and fairness of Commissioner Williams in his role as commissioner, and moved to close the nominations. Motion carries with Vice Chairman Justin Williams elected. The Commissioners were also briefed on 78 items related to utilities in South Carolina. The complete list of items covered in these briefings is available for download and review through the docket management system on the PSC website at www.psc.sc.gov. Moving on to today's transportation agenda. The Commission voted on 8 applications for transportation certificates. Commissioner Williams moved to grant these requests, and the motion carried. Commissioner Belser then moved to allow an extension to comply with Commission rules and regulations, which carried. Commissioner Howard then moved to allow an extension to April 2019 to comply with Commission rules and regulations, which also carried. The Commissioners were also advised on 6 other transportation items. That comprehensive list is available for review on our docket management system at www.psc.sc.gov. With the transportation agenda concluded, the meeting adjourned at 2:17 p.m. with a reminder of the special business meeting to be held at 11:30 a.m. on March 7th, 2019. Thank you again for joining us on the Commission's live stream. To stay current with the Commission's efforts, please follow the Commission on Twitter at PSC of SC and on Facebook under the Public Service Commission of South Carolina page. In addition, you can learn more about our state's utility economy from the consumer standpoint by following at Utility Consumer on Twitter or the SC Utility Consumer page on Facebook. This live stream will be archived on our website and on SCETV's page. Visit our site for more information, please. The next regular Commission business meeting will be held at 2 p.m. on March 20th, and we encourage you to tune in again to view that meeting. Thank you again.